Greetings, Benjamin J. from Ben's Trains with another in the series. Well, what you're looking at, of course, is a Marx 400 that I painted red, I don't know, several months ago. Just as basically an experiment on painting plastic. And this paint has held up rather well, as you see. Anyway, I just want to do a quick video. I just mounted a 999 motor in the 400, and I'm just going to do a quick video to give this a test. Now, I had to modify the front mount, the front crossbar for the 999, and I also had to modify the body of the locomotive itself. But it's mounted and it's running, so I ran this on the bench. I just put it on the rail, and we're going to put it on the third rail, 10 litho consist, and this is 19 10 litho cars. So going to be an interesting experiment. So a Marx 400 with a 999 motor. I did add a traction tire, pulling 19 10 litho cars. As I said, I haven't even got the screws mounted yet, so it's going to be interesting to see how this runs. So the 400 with a 999 motor, first trip around the rail. Well, it's running perfectly. No doubt about that. It is running really smoothly. And you notice I added a lens. So a Marx 400 with a 999 motor. And like I said, I added a lens. Instead of having just an empty hole, I just stuck a 999 lens in there. If we can focus. There we go. So I just slid a 999 lens in there. It fits it almost perfectly. And it has a 999 motor, so I figured it would be a good use for that lens. So it's in there, it works, and I might leave this in here. It makes for an interesting locomotive. So I've got to drill the holes, and it'll be easy on this one because I just drill through that hole and insert a screw. I'll probably drill it and tap it. Or I could just use a sheet metal screw. But anyway, I just want to do a quick video on mounting a 999 motor in a Marx 400 locomotive. And one thing I keep stressing about this is that most of these motors can be put in most of the Marx engines. You have to do some modification, but it's not something that you can't do with hand tools. It's pretty straightforward stuff. And doing this, you can mix and match a lot of parts and get a lot of these things running where they wouldn't be otherwise. And it gives you, like I said, a really interesting one-of-a-kind locomotive. This is a Marx 400 with a 999 motor that's pulling 19 10 litho cars. That's not bad for a plastic engine. So it has a new lens for the headlight. It's up and running, so I will very likely leave this motor in here. And like I said, it's a very unique locomotive and just made out of parts. I'll take it around one more time. As you see, that's running just splendidly. Okay, I'll take it up. Here's 50% power. So that's running really well. So, an interesting experiment that worked. So it took, I don't know, probably 20 minutes to do this, something like that. All trial and error, of course. And you just have to, you do have to modify the front crossbar for the 999. But I had this motor and I wanted to put it in a plastic body to do this experiment. So I just went ahead and modified the crossbar. You don't have to modify the motor, just the crossbar. So you can always replace it if you want to. And I had to modify the locomotive itself just a bit. I had to clip off a bit of plastic to make sure that slide did not hit right there. So pretty straightforward and fairly easy to do. It only took a few minutes to do this. And so I have a Marx 400, not finalized yet, but a Marx 400 with a 999 motor in it. So an interesting experiment, like I said. So I'll get this finished up, get the screws in it. This is going to be a really neat locomotive. Anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.